Hello and welcome from the country Nepal, all of you watching over here. Today, this video is all about searching tree view with a custom name. It's sort of filtering out. Okay, so without wasting any other time, I would like to go forward. First of all, we just need to specify our data, so that's a column. So our tree view is going to get the column of ID, passport, and full name and date of birth as it sounds. And we have the following data. So just to keep this a list of sort and make you understand a visual proof, how does this loop work? So I'm just going to add some 7 datas into my tree view, and then I'm going to loop through each of the children, and I'll get the expected children to the first one. If you don't understand what I'm saying right now, you're gonna make sense if you watch the video until the time. Okay, so first of all, we have a root that's gonna initialize a TK into widget of TK. So that's our window popping up, and it has a width of 600 and a height of 500. So that's done over there. And inside of it, we just have an entry var. That's a placeholder for a tick into entry widget. You'll get back there. I'll get back there soon. Just now I'm just creating a search by combo box that can loop all my columns so that I can particularly check and filter the particular column. Right there I'm just setting the column to 2, which you can see on the column. It's 0, 1 and 2, so that's a full name. So whatever the entry box gets the value, it's going to directly search from the column name of full name. So you'll see that in action a little bit. So in the next row I have a search entry, so that this is the box where you are going to search. So it has a text variable in search entry var, and search entry is created down to column 1, and we have a function called trace. So every single time I type a letter in that entry box, the function is going to pop up and run the functions over and over again. The tree view, so the tree frame over there is for the packaging for a tree view. So if you are familiar with the frames and all the placing systems, you might understand that one. My tree frame has a place, so I'm going to place it into your X to the 10 and Y to the 50 and width to the 500 and height to the 300. So that's a desirable number. You can add and adjust, you can play around with it. My tree, and I'm gonna add a tree frame to the tree frame. Okay, I'm gonna add a tree view to a tree frame, and I'm gonna add a column to the columns which I specify a bit earlier over here. So this is one, and then after, what I'm doing is that I'm just looping through all the columns and entering it to by capitalized format. So my tree show headings, my tree that packs, I'm packing it in the frame because the frame is only for tree view, so it won't gonna be hassle to manage grid and pack. If you already know that, you must be familiar with the pack and grid, because they don't kind of like each other, so they don't want to be in the same frame. So now I'm gonna insert all my data to the tree frame. So this function would do the rest of the work. I just don't need to insert it by manually. I'm just using a Python loop. So it's gonna loop all the datas in here. So it's gonna put over there second, third, fourth, and 7. So the main cool function that you are here for is the filter first name function. So this function is being called by the filter first name. So, and this one is triggered by the search entry. So if you kind of understand that one, then it's very easy. So I'm going to demonstrate straight to the function. So what does this do? Well, obviously you can see all the thing on the screen right there. If I type Samuel, okay, so Samuel comes to the first, and then after, what it does is, so I said Saroz, so it comes first, because remember and notice that it's always selecting the first alphabet of the column. So what is doing that one? So the function that runs and that does the magic is in here. So if I open that up, then So we're getting all the items from the tree children. So if I were to print this out, it would be normally it would be I001. It would be a tuple, I guess. Yeah, I001 and I002. So that would be a tuple. So I'm getting the item from the my tree, and I'm getting the search the variable. So I'm getting that from the variable, and I'm again capitalizing it so that I won't mess with the other kind of letters for each item. So I'm gonna loop through the items. So on the first phase I have the I001, which would return me a value. So my tree, the item would be I002, so fetch me the value. Basically what it does, it fetch us a dictionary. So in dictionary we have the values key, so it's gonna print all the list like this. It will return out this list for us. So basically we can do anything from here on now. So on the 0, 1, 2 on the tuple list we have the first name, so that's the 2, if you understand. Then I'm gonna print my tree view items, so just to figure out what it's doing, what it is printing out. And I'm gonna get a search variable. So before that I forgot to mention about the search one. If in this tuple, if the word search is in the tuple, so it's going to return only Bharat Kumar Yadav for the first run. And if it finds V in this letter, in this string, then it's going to pop out to the screen. Then it's going to put it to the search bar, and then it's going to delete the item first of all, and then after it's going to insert it back again with the same name. So this loop is going to get you get going all there. My cell phone's not working. Okay, I guess you have understood what I've just said right now. I hope you can get better on this one. So you can just choose a number, you can just have a loop through the values. Basically I got this question from a Stack Overflow. Someone just mentioned me search a random or use a filter on the tree view kind of thing. So I hope you understood the particular section of it, and if you have any infos or any confusions, feel free to write comments on the YouTube below there. So that's it, I guess. Have a good day all of you. I'm signing off.